Hi, I'm Teddy Burris, your Google Workspace and Gmail strategist, and the question I got asked is this: how do I share my Google calendars? I'm going to show you your options in this video, but before I do, hit that subscribe and notify button because I create all of this content for you. So I'm in my burrisconsulting@gmail.com account. I can do the same thing in my business account, which is a Google Workspace account, except I'm going to be limited to whatever the administrator has defined as the shareability of Google Calendars. But in this Gmail account, my Google Calendars I can share them far and wide however I want. So let me show you what you can do. So first of all, on the left-hand side, you'll see my calendars. You'll see I have my main calendar, which is BCI Testing. It's named exactly what the name of my account is, BCI Testing. Then you'll see I also have birthdays. I have reminders. I have reminders and tasks, which is a compilation of tasks and reminders, those two right there. And then I have one called Work Activity. I think I created that one. Let me see, settings and sharing. Yeah, if I had the ability to delete it, then I create it. Let me go ahead and get rid of it for the sake of this conversation. All right, now it's gone. So this is my main calendar. I often recommend that if you want to share your Google Calendar publicly, don't share your main calendar. Instead, what you might want to do is hit the plus and add another calendar and create a calendar that will have all of the public activity that you want to be able to publicly share. Now, when I do that, I often invite or add that entry on the secondary calendar so that I can then share it publicly. But let's scrap that for a minute. We'll come back and talk about that another day. Let's talk about the sharing of calendars, which is the question that was asked of me. So here's my main calendar. I hit the three dots and I hit settings and sharing. Now, in settings and sharing, there's a couple things I can do. I can make this available to public if I want, and then I have to say I surely want to do that, and then I can say all details are only free busy. Now again, if this was my public calendar, I'd want them to see all details, but this is my public calendar, so I may not want them to see all details. But for the sake of conversation, I'll leave that on. So then I can get the shareable link, and if I grab this shareable link, which is that right there, copy it, and then if I go to an incognito window and paste it, I've got to log into a Google account in order to see it. And so anybody with a Google account would be able to see that publicly shared calendar via this link that I shared. I'm going to not make it public. Actually, I'm going to leave it public for a minute. Now I can share it with individuals. So you can see Teddy Burris at Burris Consulting, TL Burris at teddyburris.com can see this calendar. I shared it specifically with an individual, and I say this individual can see all event details, make changes and manage, or just see free busy. I said let him see everything. Now, here's the other thing. Integrate your calendar. I can integrate my calendar. There's the public URL. If I copy that, let's see what that gives me if I open that up in incognito. There you go. There's my public calendar via that URL, so anybody can see what's going on there. And again, if I go back to that calendar and put on today, let's put on today right here, do YouTube video, save that, go back to incognito, put that URL there, and you see right there is do the YouTube video. So publicly sharing it via a URL. This is an embed URL, so I can publicly share it with anybody else. Go back to sharing the calendar, or share right here, three dots. Go to settings and sharing, scroll down further, and you'll see that here's embed code with an iframe. So I can put this iframe for any websites that use iframe. I can put that as well. I can customize that, and I can say, look, I want to show the title, navigation, date. Maybe I don't want them to print it. I can show them tabs if I want to, or no tabs. These will show, month, week, or agenda. Calendar lists. Calendar list is this drop out right here. I can go look at different calendars if I were sharing different calendars in here. And then the other thing is time zone. I can turn on or turn off time zone. Time zone is down here in the bottom left-hand corner. If this calendar is set up for Eastern time zone. I can change the colors if I want to, any way I want. I can say the default is, week view. The week starts on Monday. If I want to, Monday, there's Saturday and Sunday. Language is English. Time zone is this. Calendars to display. I can say, I want to display all these calendars if I want to. Again, if you have the calendar list right here, then there's a drop down. They can choose those other calendars. Births, consulting at Gmail, birthdays, holidays, etc., etc. I can go back over here and hide these other ones because they're not important. But bottom line is, again, by sharing either this public URL or this iframe, I can get anybody publicly to view this calendar, and I can customize it however I want to customize it. There's a public address for the calendar right here. Use this address to access calendars from other applications. Here's the secret address in iCal format. So you want to protect that so nobody can get to that. Use this address to accept the calendar from other applications without making it public. You should not give the secret address to other people. You can reset it if you want to. And I could remove this calendar, maybe not, because this is the primary calendar. Bottom line, how do you share a calendar in Google Calendars? You go to the calendar, you hit the three dots, hit sharing, and then you make the adjustments however you want to. I recommend that as you're making these adjustments, that what you should do is experiment with them and test them and make sure that they work. I'm Teddy, your Google Workspace and Gmail strategist, trainer, and coach. I hope this is helpful for you.